out. Things look good so far this fall?
Yeah, so far, I mean, it hasn't just been me, obviously. Specialists have all done a great job. I mean, from Dan being the senior all the way down to Blake, the freshman, everyone's kind of stepped up their game and been consistent all the way through. It's been good.
What things have you changed this offseason? What do you think you've gotten better at?
I think I'm still doing an overall kind of every way of punting, from the rollouts to the skies, all that. So just kind of improving on that and just being more consistent and cleaner on that.
How's it different for you now, kind of being the punter? You know, have you tried to embrace that, and how's that different for you?
I haven't really thought of it as, you know, me being the only punter is like other people have said like job security, you know, but for me it's kind of just me going out and doing my thing and getting better and being the best that I could be. Not really worrying about other people, and we still have Dan and Tyler and all them who can punt as well, so I guess I'm the only true punter, but I don't really like to consider it like that.
How have you gotten better? You know, I mean, have you seen yourself get notably better, and how
I think so, yeah. I think consistency is one of the biggest things with punting is probably the hardest, but I think consistency has been going good, and trying to get that hang time up, and working more on traditional sky stuff versus more of the rugby style that we did last year, but we still kind of have both implemented. So yeah.
What was last year like for you, splitting time?
I think it was a good learning experience, definitely, especially learning from Trevor being a senior. But it's going to be good coming back this year, having some experience under my belt, and just being able to go out and play and do my thing.
Was that tough at all, him being a senior, and just the whole dynamic of trying to compete with him and take playing time from him?
No, because that's the game. I mean, I'm going to go out there and try to do the best that I can do, and he did a great job too. And I learned a ton from him, so I mean, a lot of where I'm at now, I could thank him for.
He had a couple nice spirals too when he had to throw it. How's your arm?
I can throw decent. I'm not Trevor Harmon, but yeah, he could throw that thing. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
You looking forward to maybe having the chance to that?
Yeah. We always through high school and stuff, I always joke, I'm gonna take it to the house and I'm gonna score and all this, but hopefully we'll get the shot. We'll see.
What's the chemistry like in that group? It's obviously a unique situation.
Yeah, it's a tight-knit group with the specialists, especially because majority of our time is on the sideline, standing around talking and making jokes, but we're all pretty close and we all get along really well, and we work off of each other too, which is probably the best part.
Earlier this summer, there was somebody tweeted a playbook that was one play, and it was a kickball through uprights. What's your playbook look like? Something similar?
Very similar. Yeah, our playbooks are an inch thick of the Coach Harsin section. And then the linemen come in and it's 200 pages thick, and we just kind of stand there and it's kind of awkward, but it's good.
What about the home run derby with the ping pong? We saw that tweet too. Who's the king in that game?
I'd like to say myself, but I don't think so. Tyler probably is the baseball guy, but yeah, that was fun. It was during position meetings. We had a little free time, and when we're here all day, we kind of come up with some games, and that's how it happened. It was fun.
What are your thoughts on how Dan has gotten better? It just seems like he's a guy that a lot of people are talking about, just kind of taking a big step up. What's so noticeably different with him?
I'd say consistency as well. I mean, when the ball comes off his foot, it's just like it's a boom. It's crazy, and how far the ball flies and how high it goes. And I mean, he's pretty much money. I don't want to jinx him, but he's doing really well.
And it seems like he's taken a big leadership role too, and I think that's something that's been important. And how has he done that for you guys?
Yeah, he's definitely taken over the leadership role and kind of guiding us, him being here for his 5th year now, just guiding us on which direction to go and how things should be done and how it should be run, and which I think will be good, because then that can be passed down to me and Kevin, the long snapper, and we can keep it going and hopefully keep that leadership going.
What about the special teams as a whole, having Coach Riddle now leading the
group? I really like Riddle a lot. I mean, he's done a great job. Obviously, he knows what he's doing, and it's been great.
Are the schemes and concepts going to be much different than they were?
Really, I guess special teams is special teams. I don't know.
How about the level of talent you guys have on that side of the ball? We talk about the depth at linebacker and stuff. Just curious your thoughts on what you guys will bring this year.
In
special teams, yeah.
Well, Dan, is doing a great job, and obviously Rossa as well. He's done a great job too. So the competition's there. It's we have depth at all the positions. The same with the long snappers. Kevin and Matt have done a great job too. So it's, I mean, anyone's there for the taking.
Yeah, and then between the difference between rugby style punting and just letting it loose, what do you like more, and what do you feel like you can kind of control more?
I really don't have a preference. I'd say I like the traditional stuff, I like the traditional skies, because you know when you really get a hold of one and it's like a booming one, it's a good feeling. And but the rugby's worked out well last year, and we're continuing with some rugby stuff. So yeah, I enjoy that. We'll see how it goes.
You may mention being
New coaching staff, and I know you guys might do things a little bit differently, but same emphasis still being placed on special teams and your guys' ability to kind of dictate field position and all that?
Yeah, we do a bunch of special teams every day, and a lot of emphasis on it because it's part of the game. It could have a huge impact. You know, games are won and lost by it, so hopefully I could flip some field position and the kickers can put some points on them.
You mentioned being the only guy. How does that change for you? How do you motivate yourself now when you're not really competing against anybody for playing time?
It is a little tough being the only one, trying to, like I said, when Trevor was here, we would kind of work back and forth off of each other and try and get better. But now, yeah, me being the only one, it's on myself to get better, you know, and just be the best that I can be. And,
Is that harder?
yeah, a little bit. But I mean, I'm adjusting.
I mean, it's human nature. I know you don't want to sit back, but I mean, if you don't see a guy right there competing against you, it's got to be a little more harder to motivate yourself.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's like, you know, weight off my shoulder like I'm the only guy, you know, because I'm still gonna go out there and try and be, you know, the best that I can be and all that. So I would say yes, it's hard not competing against someone because I love to compete against someone, especially like how last year was. But I wouldn't say it's, you know, much easier or different or anything like that.
You just exclusively punting? Do you handle kickoffs at all or anything like that?
I do it. Yes, I could kick and kick off as like I'm more focused on punting right now, but I still do it just to keep on top of it and keep like a, you know, just in case kind of scenario, I guess. So I still stay on top of it and work on all three aspects. So, yeah.
It seems like at practice, special teams is a little bit more downtime. Is having a good, you said earlier, sense of humor, is that a must for the punters and kickers?
Yes, especially because we're together all day long. You know, we all have to mesh together. But yeah, when our special teams periods come up, it's all special teams and it's all serious. And you know, when we have our downtime, we have our downtime. But yeah,